I hope you're doing well. It is Thursday, January 20th at 10:24 a.m. This day is significant if you're a Purdue basketball fan, in that Purdue plays IU, looks to defend its 2,061 day streak versus IU basketball. 9 straight wins for our Boilers. Pretty rare air. I think IU's longest winning streak in the history of the series is 13. Purdue's longest, I think, is either the 9 win streak or a 12 win streak. I think it's a 12 win streak, and it goes back to the early 1900s. I don't think Purdue's going to get there. I've been saying that for a long time. That's not really why I'm broadcasting today. It's not why I'm recording today. I'm recording today because I had a good conversation with a good friend of mine who had a great idea, and it was right in front of my face, and I didn't think of it. I've thought about this before, but I'll tell you a little bit about it here in a second. Let me first thank our sponsors. Thanks to Martin Vintage, great Purdue family. Go to martinvintage.com, get some Purdue gear, get some heritage stuff with Purdue logos, nice soft t-shirts and sweatshirts. martinvintage.com, enter Boiled at checkout, 15% off. Go to Gridiron Metalworks. Get something for yourself now. Since we're past the holidays, buy yourself a gift. Darn nabbit, you've been good. It'll be unique. It'll be high quality. Gridiron Metalworks. Enter Boiled at checkout, 15% there as well. And then finally, when you're in town for the next Purdue game, head over to AJ's, get a pint, get a burger, get some Italian beef, watch some TVs, enjoy your time there. That's eatajs.com, and it's right off campus off Northwestern. I believe it's off. No, it's just a few blocks down off Northwestern. But anyway, thanks for tuning in today, and thank you for watching and listening to this quick cast and all of them. We really appreciate it. I'll have more thoughts for you following the IU game, and it'll be me in conjunction with somebody. I don't know if anybody else is going to write. I never know anybody's schedule. But for this game, I'm already, regardless they win or lose, I'm going to be impassioned. I'll have something to say about that. So Purdue plays IU tonight at 7 p.m. in Ass Hall. So be ready for some demonstrative fans. I also heard something. Let me jump back on something. When Purdue played in Assembly Hall in Champaign, I noticed the large amount of demonstrative Illinois fans, but there was one guy in particular that annoyed the hell out of me watching TV. And I went on the knucklehead board, and someone explained to me this is a guy from Barstool who has front row tickets at the State Farm Center, and he seems like a massive jackass. People think he's funny. I don't think he's funny. To yell curse words at 20-year-olds who could just bend you like a pretzel seems like a cowardly thing to do, because on the street, that guy don't want any part of Zach Edey, for instance, and he tried to go at him. So Zach handled it like he does, like a man, just kind of stone-faced and dealt with it, and then went and handled his business on the court. But so the reason people at the State Farm Center looked like a bunch of jerks, because that jerk is kind of drumming things up and whipping them into a frenzy. So no big deal. That's his persona. That's what he wants to be. He wants to be a jerk, and he's succeeding. So let's talk a little bit about some of the coaching vacancies. There's another one on Jeff Brohm's staff. The corner or defensive backs coach, I believe, left, or maybe it's cornerback specific positional coach, left to go coach with Coach Lambert at Wake Forest like 2 days ago. This stuff happens the off season. I think many fans don't pay attention to it, but some of the big names, some of the big positions have changed, and that's hurt Purdue a bit. But there's a really neat and easy answer for me after this conversation I have with my friend. I'll give him credit. I can't mention his name, but for who should take over Coach Lambert. Lambert was one of the defensive coordinators at Purdue, of course. I think it's okay just to have two. I think it's okay to just have one defensive coordinator. But there's a guy out there, and I put him in the picture of this post today, that I think would be a great hire. He's an ex-linebacker coach at Purdue. He's an ex-defensive coordinator at Purdue. He's a current head coach at Illinois State. He's a Purdue alum, and he's an all-around decent guy, it seems like. I really like him. But why not pick up the phone and call Brock Spack if you're Jeff Brohm? Brock Spack, in an interview recently on Golden Black, talked about how he misses just relating with players, coaching them up, getting into the positional place where you're teaching. He misses that, and I understand that. He's getting close to retirement. He's not a young guy. He's not an old guy. I mean, there's a lot of guys that coach a lot longer than him. But he also said he doesn't like the new rules. He's struggling with the advantages, some of the advantages Illinois State had before the transfer portal existed, and how it's made his job more difficult. So to me, that's kind of a friction point for him. And this guy, he met his wife on Purdue's campus. He loves Purdue. He still says he has no ill will towards Purdue. He was very clear about that in that interview. So why not at least pick up the phone and call Brock Spack and say, hey, we got a position right now where you could influence the defense. You don't have to be defensive coordinator. We got 2 guys doing that already. You could be linebacker coach, and we can pay you more than you're making as the head coach at Illinois State. And he's built something pretty special there. I'm not discounting any of that. What I'm just saying is it might be a great way for him to do exactly what he wants, is teach kids, be an influence, do the things that relate with these players, and get $100,000 raise. That's really possible, by the way, based on what I've found about Spack's salary. If he gets paid what Lambert was getting paid, he'll get paid $100,000 more than he does at Illinois State. I think this idea makes too much sense to happen, probably. But I hope Coach Brohm gives Coach Spack a call, and I hope they both have a cordial conversation, and he ends up coming back and getting a new Purdue hat and being back on the sidelines at Ross-Ade. I think it would be great for everybody involved. And I think Coach Hagan would love him being the linebacker coach, because Hagan and he, I believe they overlapped a little bit when Tiller was there. I'm almost positive they did. They know each other. Coach English and Coach Spack, I'm sure, have crossed paths because just the coaching fraternity is small. But I think it's something that just makes sense and works. If there's a personal problem that I don't know about between a couple of coaches and Spack, I can't see that, but who knows? But I hope he picks up the phone and calls Coach Spack. That's really the only reason I wanted to record today. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and if you could, give us a like. That'd be good. We are not monetized. You know that. I don't know if you know YouTube's rules for how you monetize, because a couple of years ago we had somebody come out and say you make a lot of money at your site. We do have sponsors. Our sponsorship money goes right back into the site. It goes to fees, and it goes to we try to invest in stuff that we sell for very, very, very little profit, and then we just keep running. I mean, literally, we don't make money on the site. So, but we do appreciate the likes. We're like 7 billion watches or hours away before we can monetize anything. Who knows, though? Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll catch fire. Do appreciate you tuning in today, though, and hope you have a great day. God bless you. Hammer down, and we'll talk to you soon. See you.